to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian and I am broadcasting to you from beautiful Budapest in Central Europe. I hope everybody is having a great time. Hi, Shalini. Hi, Katie. Love seeing new members in, especially on time or ahead of class. I'm doing great, thank you. New members, make sure to send me an email for your perks, okay? The email is adrian@aehelp.com. You get access to 6 original practice exams with audio. You can request class topics. And of course, you have access to some of our archived videos. So Caddy, Shalini, make sure to send me an email, okay? Hi, Paula. Good to see you in class as well. All right, students, as usual, our materials do come from our websites, aehelp.com for the academic version of the exam, and gieltshelp.com for the general version of the exam. Hi, Kesey. Hi, Preeti. Good to see more members joining in while I'm giving a little preamble. This is our academic website. Click the red button to join us there. At the bottom here, you can use the code LIVE20, Live20, to purchase our premium course. For general version of the test, same idea. Just the green background here at gieltshelp.com, and click that red button. We are one of the only companies that separates the academic from the general version because it's more clear to focus on just one version of the test. So again, that code for our premium packages is Live20, Live20. If you have questions, comments, don't hesitate. Just send me an email, adrian@aehelp.com. Hi, Rahul. I am doing great. It's just early afternoon in my neck of the woods, but I'm assuming it's already evening in India, so good evening to you. All right, so again, today, speaking part 1 focus, some original questions. And then in about 90 minutes, there will be another class that's reading strategy. Of course, everyone can chat in that class. And again, members, students, a really important update for you. This week, no class tomorrow or on Saturday. Instead, those classes I have moved to Tuesday and Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, 20th, 21st, okay? So we will continue, of course, with the live classes, but instead of Friday, Saturday this week, it will be Monday and Tuesday. So please make a note of that in your calendar, okay? Importantly, the schedule is up on the community bulletin board as well. All right, so let's get right into it. IELTS speaking takes about 13, 14, 15 minutes. It is done either the day before, the day of, or the day after the sit-down part of the exam. The sit-down part of the exam, the listening, reading, writing, that takes approximately 3 hours. Okay, it's 2 hours, 50 minutes, but let's call it 3 hours. And the speaking portion, face-to-face interview, it's very quick, it's very short. You have to be prepared, you have to be calm, confident, and do your best. Again, this is speaking. Members, please make sure, and everybody watching, to repeat me, okay? Repeat the words I use, repeat questions, answers. Try to do your best to copy my intonation, my enunciation, pronunciation. Okay, so all of those elements. Okay, let's get right into it. So speaking has 3 parts. For part 1, the examiner will ask you a couple questions to get to know you better, some icebreakers, and some questions on a general topic. So let's get right into it. Hi, my name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for the speaking portion of the exam. Please take your seat. May I see your identification, please. And you should have a few different ways to respond to that. Make sure that you are very smooth, fluent, and accurate for these icebreaker questions. So, may I see your identification, please? Be ready for that question. It's definitely coming. They might just say passport. Okay. Every time I ask you that question, I know many of you are like, geez, Adrian's asking me that question again. Yeah, but just always be excited. That's kind of an interesting part of the speaking is always be excited to hear these questions, even if it's 1,000 times that you have heard them. Always be excited and try to answer them differently. So to make it interesting, to keep it interesting, try to give a unique answer each time. Or if you make mistakes, pay attention to giving the answer correctly the next time that you give it. Okay? So Golzoda says, yes, here you are. That's nice. Golzoda, watch the pronunciation, intonation on this. Yes, here you are. Mariko, sure. Please take a look. It's a little bit gentler, smoother. Mariko, sure. Please take a look. Kisi, sure. Here you are. Kati, DNB. Yes, sure. Please take a look. Preeti, yes, sure. Have a look. Aigul, nice to meet you, Adrian. Here's my passport. Please have a look. Nice, Aigul. Nice, fluid, smooth response. It works. Shalini, yes, here it is. Paula, Adrian, you deleted old YouTube classes. Is there any chance to get them back? Paula, they're not necessarily deleted. Send me an email, Paula, about what you're thinking, and I'm sure I can get those to you. Okay? All right, and then Paula says, yes, there you are. Please take a look. It's there you are is okay, Paula. I know the British like the there you are a little bit more sometimes than the here you are. It's okay. Your Salim, sure, here you go. Works, okay? All of those are great responses. Yes, I'll give you another one. Certainly. Please take a look. Yes, sure is okay. Certainly is a little bit more technical. It's a little bit nicer than sure. Sure is more natural. It's more common. Certainly is also common. It's a little bit cleaner English. Okay? And then they look at your passport carefully. They match your face with the picture on the passport and your name. So the next question for sure will be, what is your full name? So answer that. And again, answer it in different ways. Get comfortable with the question. Say it quickly. Say it smoothly. So what is your full name? Paula says, my first name is Paula. My family name is Dennis. Please call me Paula. Right, Paula? That works. No need to retract it. You can do it piece by piece. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that one today. I'm just making it up. My full name is John Smith, but please just call me Jojo. Or you can say by my nickname, so it's even more clear. Or clearer. Okay, so my full name is John Smith, but please just call me by my nickname. It has to be there. By my nickname, Jojo. Okay? Shalini says, my name is Shalini Asija. People call me Shalini. Please do the same. Okay, Shalini. If you say people call me Shalini, that's okay, but it's indirect. You should be direct when you are telling someone what they should call you. So you should say, people call me Shalini, so please go ahead, do the same. Okay, so you need that to make it clear. Aigul says, my full name is Zanabayeva. Aigul, please call me Aigul. Or Aigul, you can say, you may call me Aigul, but then you have to take out the please, okay? Don't make mistakes when you say these, okay? Paula says, my first name is Paula Maria. Paula, those are two names, so you need to use a plural there. My first names are Paula, or it makes more sense, Paula, in this case, to say my given names instead of first names. So my given names are Paula Maria. My family name is Lopez Dennis. Please just call me Paula. I'm going to give you that one again, Paula, because that's a little bit tricky. So I'll write that one down. And if you have multiple names like Paula, you have to be a little bit careful of how you say it, because here, given names will be better than first name, because you don't just say your first name there, you say your second and third and so on. So my given names are Paula Maria, and my family names are Lopez Dennis. Yeah, because you pick up multiple, I know, in the Spanish culture. Please just call me Paula. And in the Arabic culture as well, students people will often have multiple names. So be careful with that one, okay? It could be awkward. And you should say all the names that are in your passport, so don't cut out any names. So Paula, if you have all those names in your passport, that's a very good way to say it. Okay. Patricio says, my given name is Patricio. My family name is Lordela. Please just call me Patricio. It's great. Patricio, it works. Golzolda, my full name is Golzolda Soyanova. Please call me Guli. It is my nickname. Golzolda, very nice. It's a different way. It works. It's natural. It's original. And that's very good, Golzolda. Remember, students, the IELTS examiners are looking for original answers. They want to feel like you're being natural and you're not just memorizing and regurgitating these answers. So careful with that, okay? Sound natural. Priti says, my surname is Sheena and my given name is Priti. Just call me Preet. Sure, Priti works. Fine, great. And surname is a good word to use. Yeah. Roshni says, my complete name is Roshni Kunte. Please call me by my first name, Roshni. That works as well. And I can tell that many of you are practicing different ways to express this. That's fantastic, okay? The more you do it, the more natural you become. A couple more icebreakers. What did you do yesterday? So the examiner will ask you a couple of simple questions just to get you a little loosened up. And you should use them as such. So when you hear these first couple questions, remember, the examiner is asking you to just basically relax. So what the examiner is saying with this is, here's an easy question. This is the unspoken intent. So here's an easy question to help you relax. Just keep calm and remember that the sun will shine tomorrow. I know it was a big fad, the just keep calm and jive on fad that hit the world a few years back. Remember that in the IELTS. Just keep calm. The sun will shine tomorrow. Do your best. If you're too nervous, too stressed, it's not good for communication. So, hi Begzod, good to see you in class. Coming in strong. My surname is Begzod. My given name is Begzod. Please just call me Begzod. Sure, that works. Okay, I think Suyanov is missing there, Begzod, but... Shalini says, well, I got up at 7 o'clock, took a shower, and got ready for my office. Then, just connect that, Shalini. Then I had breakfast and got to my work by 10 a.m. Shalini, try not to repeat the word office so close. So replace it with work, and also make sure to use connective words in your speech using then. Again, students, remember, this is speaking, so repeat. Don't just follow this as a writing skill. Repeat nice and loud, okay? Use your voice, okay? Rihan, good to see you in class. Yesterday, we went to the mall nearby my apartment and bought some groceries. Okay, Rihan, if you're talking to me in real life, first question I will ask you in response is, who were you with? What do you mean we? So, Rihan, try to be a little bit clear. Say, yesterday, my brother and I went to the mall, or my family and I went to the mall nearby my apartment and bought some groceries. Okay, it's kind of weird to say we when I'm asking what did you do yesterday. So either say my family and I, or just say I went to the mall. Okay, careful with the pronoun. Kisi says it was a busy day. I had 3 meetings. Kisi, past verb, really important. It was a busy day. I had 3 meetings with my bosses. But after I finished my work, I went swimming for an hour, which made me relaxed. Okay, you don't have to use the word feel, just made me relaxed or helped me to relax. Or kisi, the other word that you can use is help me to unwind. So I had quite a busy day yesterday. I was in several meetings with my bosses, but after the day was done, I went swimming for an hour. An hour is usually more natural than saying 1 hour. So an hour, and it really helped me to unwind. Unwind is a nice way to say relax. It shows good lexical resource, so use that one, students, okay? All right. Katie says, to be honest, I was feeling kind of dizzy yesterday, so I decided to distract my mind by playing video games on my PC. Sure, Katie, why not? It's some nice natural English, Katie. Some good use of expressions there as well. So that's fantastic. Rahul says, not only did I go to my work, as I usually put in an 8-hour shift, but also I had a delicious dinner afterwards with my family at the famous City Radisson Hotel, which specializes in Chinese food and has a beautiful view of the Ganga River. Okay, Rahul, I made some real-time corrections there. I love how you're using the correlative conjunction. That's great. Okay, just watch a bit of your grammar there, Rahul. Rahul, really go back and check my corrections later when you have some time, okay? The time right now in the video is 18 minutes. So if you go back in this video to the 18-minute marker, you will find the correction, okay? Watch and pay attention because you have some good ideas and you could get a band 7 with your ideas, but because of your grammar, it's dropping your score to about a 5.5. So careful with that, okay? All right, there are some other great answers, students. Keep pushing. I will pick different students for different questions. Just want to keep the punches rolling. I want to keep going with the lesson. So let's jump to the next one here. Did you do anything to relax? So first question was, may I see your passport? Second question, what is your full name? Third question, what did you do yesterday? Next question is, did you do anything to relax? So answer that question for me, students. Did you do anything to relax? Meanwhile, I'll go back and catch a couple more questions for the previous. Okay. So Golzoda says, yesterday it was an ordinary day as usual. I woke up, had breakfast. Then I met with my friends, but I should mention that I prepared for my IELTS exam also and studied hard for this speaking test. Very good, Golzoda. Nice and fluent response. Couple of small corrections. Golzoda, same thing that I said to Rahul. Go back, listen to the way that I just said your response, and try to copy my speed, my intonation. Okay. Preeti says, I got up at 6 o'clock and went to the gym. After that, I took a bath and got ready for college. Following my hectic studies at school, I ate some Italian food with my family at Barbecue Nation. Fantastic. Preeti, same thing, okay? Good ideas. Practice being natural and fluent. Go back, listen to it. Students, when I choose your response and I say it on a piece of paper or in a document, write down the time marker. It's 20 minutes, 43 seconds. Then you can go back in the video later today to practice saying it and copying my intonation, okay? Also, you can use the captions. Remember, YouTube does have auto captioning, so you can check that out. And with my English, the captioning is quite accurate, okay? So use it. All right. Paula, first one to answer for did you do anything to relax? Let's take a look at that. Oh, yes, I did. I practiced meditation just before going to bed to get ready for today and sleep better. Okay, Paula, sure. I might go into a little bit more explanation with the meditation, Paula, to get a better mark, to have clear communication. So it's natural, Paula, the way you start. I like it. I would just use the word meditation as the verb. It's okay to say practice meditation, Paula, but we often just use the word meditation for the verb. So meditated, right, for an hour. So Paula, this is what I would say. Okay, it's not bad what you have, but I would say it like this. Oh, yes, I did. I meditated for 30 minutes just before going to bed. It helped me to clear my mind so I could feel confident for today's speaking lesson, and it helped me to sleep better. That's how I would say that one, okay? So I meditated for an hour. I think it's a little bit more natural, okay? All right, your Salam, Brehan, simple and beautiful. Yes, I took a shower, I cooked some popcorn, and watched a movie on Netflix. It was some good relaxation. Your Salam works really well, okay? It's nice. Just make sure you say that smoothly and quickly. All right. Let's go with Bagzod. Bagzod says, as I had previously said, during the last 3 months, I had been preparing for this test, and therefore I had a very hectic schedule. So I did not have much time to relax. You need to finish that, Begzod. Refer back to the actual question, okay? All right. Roshni says, yes, of course. I just mentioned before that at the end of the day, I went to the cinema for 2 to 3 hours with my family and had a chit chat for a few minutes. Okay. Again, Roshni, a couple of corrections there. Pay attention to it. That's good. Yeah, Roshni, you did a good job of reflecting back to your previous answer. Students, always reflect to your previous answer whenever possible. So I took Kesey's answer for the last one. I had quite a busy day yesterday. I was in several meetings with my bosses, but after the day was done, I went swimming for an hour and it really helped me to unwind. So I can use that, yes, and say it politely. Okay. The examiner, they just have a sheet full of questions. So they will ask you questions even if it's redundant. Redundant means it seems repetitive, like they're asking you the same question again. So yes, as I had just mentioned, I went to the pool to swim some laps. Not only did I do this for decompressing, but I also treated myself to some ice cream and a movie. In English, of course. All right. So there's a nice answer to follow up with the previous one, okay? So if I said that I went swimming for an hour and it really helped me to unwind, if the examiner asks me, did you do anything to relax? And I just said that, of course, don't say, oh, I just told you I did. So don't say that. Just be polite and say, yes. As I just mentioned, I went to the pool to swim some laps. Okay, swim some laps. That means that you're swimming there, swimming back. Okay, swimming there. It's called laps or lanes. It's a swimming lane. So swimming laps or swimming lanes. And then here I can use a little bit of a correlative conjunction to add further information. Not only did I do this for decompressing, compress means to push something together. Decompress means to allow it to expand or pull apart. We use the word decompress to say unwind or relax. So these three can be used as synonyms. Okay, students, repeat after me. Relax, unwind, decompress. Those are some nice synonyms, okay? Unwind, relax, decompress. So, one more time. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Yes, as I had just mentioned, I went to the pool to swim some laps. Not only did I do this for decompressing, but I also treated myself to some ice cream and a movie. In English, of course. All right. There you are. Now, you will continue with some questions on a general topic. So after the icebreakers, of course, you get to the questions that are on a general topic. These questions are meant to be relatively easy. Do not overcomplicate them. Answer, explain, example. Okay, answer, explain, example. So let's talk about learning. Okay, it's a popular topic to study, to learn. Of course, it's one that students can associate with because you're studying for the IELTS exam. So that's why it's a popular topic, because the examiner knows that you should be able to talk about learning in English. So first question, what are you learning these days? Answer this question for me. What are you learning these days? It's an open question. Focus your answer. Keep it clear. Okay, open question. You can have a million different choices. Keep it simple. What are you learning these days? If you're in school or university, you have a major like nursing, engineering, you can use that. If not, if you're doing the IELTS for immigration, remember you're learning English, right? You might be learning about the culture or the history of the country that you're moving to. So keep your ideas simple, okay? So Golzoda, I'll do a couple corrections in your previous one, okay? After studying hard, I cooked a delicious meal and baked a cake. Then I shared it with my family and we watched a comedy movie together. I can say that that definitely helped me to relax. It's a little overcomplicated, Gilzoda. If I ask you what did you do to relax and you tell me a lot of information that is not relaxing, it's a little bit counterintuitive. So I would keep it simpler, Gilzoda. I would say, well, after my hard day, I watched a comedy movie together with my family. We had some really good laughs, and that definitely helped me to relax. That's what I would say, Gilzoda. Focus more on the activity that's helping you to relax, okay? All right, students, waiting for your responses. What are you learning these days? Bagzad says, currently I am studying computer languages. Not only do I enjoy creating new applications, but I also want to open a company, start a company, Bagzad. I also want to establish a company like Microsoft or Apple in the future. Okay, Bagzad, good answer. One more time. A couple of small mistakes there, Bagzad, so careful with those. Currently, I am studying computer coding. It's okay, computer languages. Not only do I enjoy creating new applications, but I also want to start a company like Microsoft or Apple in the future. Okay, so the reason why you're learning computer languages and computer coding. That's good. Yersalim says, these days I am doing a short nursing preparation course. Okay, Yersalim, maybe give a little bit more clarity on what you mean by a short nursing preparation course. So these days I'm doing a nursing diploma on how to deal with difficult patients. It's a 3-month course, something like that, Yersalim. Yersalim, in your situation, I would really advise you to use some quantitative language. These days I'm doing a short nursing preparation course. It's only about 3 months long, 3 times a week, to help deal with difficult patients. Something like that, Yersalim. Paula says, I'm not only studying English, but I am also taking a wound care course for my nursing career, which is very interesting and challenging. Very good, Paula. Yeah, wound care course. I can definitely understand what that means. Students, the word wound is when somebody takes an injury, like a gunshot wound. If somebody is shot with a bullet and it goes through, that's called a gunshot wound. Okay, it's usually an open lesion. All right, good. Rahul says, as I'm working as a senior engineer in the automotive industry, I am learning CNC programming. Alongside with that, I'm also preparing for the IELTS exam. Good, Rahul. Don't unnecessarily overcomplicate your response, okay? Since I work as a senior engineer in the automotive industry, I am learning CNC programming as well as preparing for this IELTS exam. A little bit simpler. Okay, Catty DNB says, well, I was always willing to learn a new type of dance, but could not find anything that would be of interest to me until I found the shuffle. Just call it the shuffle, Catty. Since then, I have started learning the basic tricks last week, and I really enjoy it so far. Caddy, I made some corrections there, especially at the end. Again, 33 minutes. Take note of the time and then repeat it. Okay? Good. All right. Students, next question. Do you like to study? Why or why not? Okay? Answer that question. Do you like to study? Why or why not? Okay, meanwhile, I threw up an example response for the previous question. So answer this one. Do you like to study? Why or why not? For the previous question, what are you learning these days? Here's an example response. Repeat after me. These days, I am learning both computer languages for my work, as I am a software engineer, and English for the IELTS exam, since I want to earn my master's in computer science at MIT in the US. Okay, so that would be a solid Band 9 answer for that question. Okay, might even throw in something like C++. Okay. Rehan says, to be honest, I really don't like to study. Not only because I don't have time since I work for 12 hours a day, but also it's really tiring. Rehan, tiring and I don't have time in some ways is synonymous here because you're working such a long day. But it works. It's okay. It just seems a little repetitive. I wouldn't say it's so tiring, but sometimes it's so challenging, maybe, would be better than tiring. Okay. Begzod says, I definitely love learning new skills as they really help me in the long run. Last year, I took a cooking class, and nowadays I love to present my family with delicious meals. So it's a good example of why I enjoy learning. Begzod, that's good. Okay. I really liked your natural expression there, Begzod, how you used they can really help me in the long run. So I love to learn new information as it really helps me to live a prosperous life in the long run. Okay. In the long run means when we're looking at life in years, so in the big picture. So nice use of that expression, Begzod. It's good. I really like it. Okay, so learning new information helps me in the long run to be happy, successful, and prosperous. Like the cooking class I took in the last several months, which has enabled me to make delicious meals for friends and family. Sure, that works really well. Okay, Patricio says, I love to study, not only because it helps me in my work, but also in my daily life. As I mentioned, I was learning about 3D printing, and today I use it in both my job and to create some nice art pieces to decorate my house. Patricio, nice response. I added a little bit of extra to it just to bump you up to a higher band score with some more vocabulary and a little bit of adjustment to the grammar. So one more time, Patricio, 38 minutes, 30 seconds, okay? I love to study not only because it helps me in my work, but also in my daily life. As I mentioned, I was learning about 3D printing, and these days I use it in my job and to create some beautiful decorative pieces for my house. Okay, Patricio, go back to that time in the video later and repeat that, okay? Notice the corrections. All right, let's take one more. Kesey says, of course I enjoy learning new skills and knowledge. My dream is to travel around the world. I think it is essential to master new languages like English to enable me to truly enjoy my adventures. Kesey, I would add that to the end. Languages like English to really enjoy my adventures around the globe. Okay, so just add that, Kesey. It'll be that much better. Okay, and the next question feeds kind of into what Kesey just said. What are good strategies to learn new languages? So, what are good strategies to learn new languages? Give me a nice answer for this one, students. What are good strategies to learn new languages? This is actually quite a useful sentence for viewers and for your classmates. So let's see what you come up with. Maybe you can share some interesting information for your peers that they can actually use in their real life. So give me a good answer for that one. What are good strategies to learn new languages? Again, students, make sure to repeat as much as possible for these questions. Okay? Meanwhile, I'll finish up my answer for the previous. In the long run. So this is one reason that I am studying for the IELTS exam, so that I can get a good band score and in turn earn the promotion of department manager at my bank, thereby doubling my salary. Okay, so jumping back to the previous question, the do you like to study? I just finished that up. You can repeat after me. I love to learn new information as it really helps me to live a prosperous life in the long run. This is one reason that I'm studying for the IELTS exam, so that I can get a good band score and in turn earn the promotion of department manager at my bank, thereby doubling my salary. Okay, and then what are good strategies to learn new languages? Igul says, don't be lazy, never ever miss classes, and learn for at least 15 minutes. Okay, Igul, I like how you're using quantitative information. That's fantastic. Don't be lazy is good advice. Now, Igul, remember, it's usually better to give the positive version of the advice than the negative. So instead of don't be lazy, I would say be ambitious or work hard, study hard. It'll work better as advice. So go always on the positive side. It's a very important tip for parenting as well. Bagzad says, that's an interesting question. From my experience, starting learning grammar rules and communication with friends in the language are two great ways of mastering the new language. Okay, a little bit of repetition there, Bagzad. That's an interesting question. From my experience, starting with grammar rules and communicating with friends is or are two great ways of mastering the new language. You only need to use the word language once in that response, Begzad. So notice that second correction. Paula says, it's difficult to answer because everybody has their own strategy. But for me, it's essential to practice English every day and also go to a country to immerse myself with their culture and with the locals where English is the language, right, Paula? That's why I'm living in the UK, you can add, Paula. So in your case, especially if you're doing the exam in the UK, you can say that. So you can say, it's difficult to answer because everybody has their own strategy. But for me, it's essential to practice English every day and also come to a country like Britain to be immersed in the language and culture with the locals. That's how I would say it. Oh, I see, Paula, you actually threw that in there. For that reason, I came to the UK to learn English. Good. That's great. So even before reading it, I suggested it. Now you're sure, Paula, that you're on the right page, which is fantastic. Golzoda says, I don't see your answer to this question, Golzoda. Let's try to answer the question that we're on, Golzoda, and I'll take a look at that. Shalini says, it's a good question. To learn any new information, especially a language, first, one should practice by recording and repeating. Shalini, it's a good start. Notice how I removed the word thing. Don't use the word thing to learn anything. It's not good, okay? Don't use the word thing. Thing is a zero value word, okay? So it's a good question. To learn any new information, especially languages, firstly, one should practice by recording and repeating so that they can get good command of vocabulary and sentence structure. I think practice is the major factor needed for learning any language and being in the company where one can use it. Okay, notice my corrections there, Shalini. Your Salam says, some good strategies include learning new words and phrases by taking an academic language class, watching movies and TV shows in the language that you want to learn, and listening to songs in that language. Okay, your Salam, that's good. Again, a few corrections there. Rahul says, first of all, individuals should have an interest to absorb the new language. Alongside that, a candidate should have a strict regular time with a native speaker of that language. Okay, good. All right, some good tips. So what are some good strategies to learn new languages? That is a very important question for students in my position. I believe that using memory by association is an extremely effective skill to not only pick up new vocabulary quickly, but also to be able to use it in context. What I mean is, rather than simply repeating new words over and over, connecting new information or new lexical resource to existing experiences. Okay, so I'm taking this opportunity to reinforce a strategy that I've taught you in the past, where I mentioned learning by association. It means connecting words to information that you already know. So here we go. Repeat after me. What are good strategies to learn new languages? That's a very important question for students in my position. I believe that using memory by association is an extremely effective skill to not only pick up new vocabulary quickly, but also to be able to use it in context. What I mean is, rather than simply repeating new words over and over, connecting new lexical resource to existing experiences is more effective. Okay? In addition, a regular study schedule can help progress language skills faster and more efficiently. Okay, there you go. So there are a couple of tips from me on what you should keep in mind. All right. So we have a couple more questions here. Where are good places for learning? Why? How has technology helped people learn new information? And if you could give one important advice to students, what would it be? I am going to leave these last three questions for you members to do on your own. I highly, highly recommend answering them. Record them on your phones, okay? So pretty much all phones these days, especially smartphones, have a recording option or a recorder option. So record the answers. Send them to my email. My email is adrian@aehelp.com. Send them in MP3 format for me, please. And I will really happily respond to that and let you know how you are doing. And if I have some time, even give you a couple points on what to do to improve your band scores quickly. Okay, so I challenge you to do that. Send them to adrian@aehelp.com. I can see that we have a few new members in class. Rihen, I'm thinking about you as well. I'm thinking of Katie, and I'm thinking of Shalini. Please send me an email so I can hook you up with our perks, our 6 original practice exams, and access to those video archives. Paula, also send me an email about the videos that you're thinking of so I can tell you where you can find those videos, okay? For all of our viewers, to get our amazing premium online IELTS help and package, you can go to our websites. They are aehelp.com for academic version of the test, gieltshelp.com for the general, and use the code LIVE20, LIVE20, for a 20% discount. This is the general here, green background. If you click the red Join Now button, it will take you to this checkout form. Hit that green button to use the coupon code. And same thing for academic, it's blue background, so you can use it there. Thank you so much, students. If I missed some of your comments, members, don't hate me for it. I will get to as many of you and with as much detail as I can. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, we have another class coming in 30 minutes. It will be a reading passage with some list of headings and some other questions. So that's in 30 minutes. Tune in if you have the time. If not, if it's late in your country, get some good rest. Much love to all of you. And I will see you next week. If I don't see you in 30 minutes, I will see you on Monday. Okay? Bye for now.